What's up guys and gals, my name is Cole, and in today's video we are going to be looking at this LEGO house MOC that I built recently, and I'm going to be giving you guys a tour of it. Now this MOC was originally created for TD Brick's Summer MOC contest, which at the time this video is being released, the winner has not been announced yet, but you cannot enter any more things, just to let you know. So onto the house. So as you can see from the front here, this is a standard modular building sized house, except it's half the size, which is actually a thing from LEGO sets. The bookstore, and I can't remember if any others were like that, but the bookstore contained two half-sized buildings. This is one half-sized building. Now, as you can see, there is no base plate or like Technic connectors on the sides because I do not own any other modular buildings, so I don't have anything to connect it to. So I figured might as well go like this and make it look a little bit cleaner and skip the Technic connectors and all that kind of thing. So around the front we have the sidewalk. So if we want to modify this, we can easily attach a base plate to the bottom and the Technic pins to the side. So we have the sidewalk that'll line up with other modular buildings. We have a nice tree in front. I'm really proud of this tree design. It's very simple, but I think it looks very good. The dark green, the pink flowers, and the dark brown trunk. I almost said stem. I don't know why I'm thinking tree stem. Tree trunk down there, and a little like a box fence thing around where it's planted. And then we have the garage, and as you can see, we've got kind of the same color scheme going through this house. We have white with dark green and light bluish gray and some dark bluish gray in there. And so as you can see, we have the light bluish gray garage door. It just flips up, and inside we have a car, which we'll talk about in a little bit here. And next to that garage, we have this gate so you can keep annoying people out of your house. And that gate goes to this side alleyway where we have a garbage can. We got this nice kind of dark green brick accent thing. I've seen this like exposed brickwork on a lot of other house MOCs, but I didn't have any bricks in that color or plates in that color, so I decided why not do it plates that I had that color in, which is dark green. I should mention I did take apart the Mini Cooper set to build this because I was just sitting around the shelf in kind of a state of disrepair, and so I'm like, okay, I'm gonna build a house that's a nice color. Let's just smash it to pieces and use the bits from it to build this, which is where all these dark green pieces came from, except for those wall panels, which actually came from the old Toy Story garbage truck set. So basically, all the dark green in this build came from just two sets, which is a little bit of an interesting fact, I guess. But anyway, along the side here, we also have a plant growing along the wall, which I think looks very nice. It accents the white background and goes nicely with that green accent square thingy in the wall. We have a garbage can. We have the garage door. Around this alley actually goes around to the back. I'm not sure why I didn't extend the building out all the way, but you can fit some details back here. Right now there's just this flamingo for whatever reason. We also have this very nice creeper plant going up the back. It makes the otherwise boring back of the house look a little bit more interesting. So then we go inside the garage, and as you can see, we have a tiled floor. I think I basically used up my entire collection of tiles. As you can see, it's pretty cramped in here. I built this new car specifically for the house. It's a 7-stud wide rather than 8-stud wide Mercedes-AMG E36 wagon. It's not really exactly like an E36, it's more inspired by an E36, but I think it's pretty cool. It's got that sleeper look to it. It looks pretty cool. It's not, like I say, it's inspired by an E36 because when I posted pictures of this on Instagram, a lot of people were saying it looks like different things. Some people said GMC Cyclone, some people said Impala SS, some people said Volvo 850. At least the car looks like it's from the 90s, which is when this car was from. So other things in the garage, we have the same little accent color wall, which I think looks very nice. We have a little shelf back here, which is kind of crammed in there for a little extra detail. We have a toolbox so you can fix that car, although you don't have a lot of space in there, so hopefully it's a reliable car. And then you have a little stairway that goes up to the next level. So in the next level, as you can see, stairs comes up here. And then we have a little guardrail so you don't fall into the lower level. So, and as you can see, immediately we have the kitchen, which has some nice little details in it. It's basically just kind of squashed against the wall to save space because there isn't a lot of space here. But we have all the standard stuff. We have a stove, we have a refrigerator, we have a sink, we have like what could be a dishwasher and an oven in there. So we managed to squeeze everything in there. And then we have the little reading area at the very front of the house. And as you can see, if we look at that front of the house, it's got, I really like this design. We're using that kind of green black brickwork, which isn't, I don't think that's a very real thing. Never seen green bricks anywhere, but it looks very nice here, especially with the light bluish gray and the recessed window. So in this reading area, we have a little bookshelf. It's a very simple design, but you can't really fit much back here, so that's just kind of stuffed in there. We have a reading light, we have a nice dark blue chair, and we have a little painting on the wall. And then behind that, we have the little kitchen table, which is more like a picnic table, actually. We have a little, basically there's a little light in the table, and that's pretty much it. It's a very simple table. So yeah, you can't really invite many people over for dinner, but at least it looks nice. And then moving back around here, we have the bathroom. As you can see, just kind of sticks out here, and I think I integrated it fairly well for something that I basically forgot about until I got to this level. I was like, oh yeah, I need to throw a bathroom in here, don't I? Because I originally worked on the 3rd level, and I realized, oh wait, I have to throw a bathroom in there somewhere, don't I? So the bathroom ended up being kind of tossed in here, which is why I think it's fairly well integrated. We have another wall with like the dark green and black accents, which I think looks very nice. We have a toilet and a shower in there, and otherwise there's not really a lot to see. It's all kind of crammed in there. There's a sink in there too, which I was kind of proud I was able to actually fit one in there. but otherwise there's not really a lot to talk about in there. Then we have the stairs with some paintings on the side that leads up to the third level. Now, the third level is kind of like the fun and games level, you might say. This level I built first, and then I built the second level, because that's why the second level contains all kind of like the kitchen and bathroom, which are like the things you have to put in the house, and the third level contains all the stuff that you don't really have to put in the house. So the first thing you see is another stairway, which we'll get to in a minute. We have a desk, which is a very nice design, I think. It basically looks kind of like it's floating. We have a PC design, which I'm actually pretty proud of. It's very simple, but I think it looks very good, and it makes for a very nice PC. We have a very nice office chair too. I know I keep using the word very nice, but that's just the word that's stuck in my head right now, I guess. The office chair looks very nice and padded and bolstered, so we could just like throw it in the race car if we have to. We have the bed, which is in this really nice dark azure, which just pops against the dark colors of the building. And then we have this nice dark blue shelf behind that with a couple of mini versions of my real cars on there. In fact, you can see there's a couple mini versions of some of my cars in this level, so if you want to identify them and put them in the comments, we might give you a shout out or something like that. Then around that we have a little fish tank. Then we come to the front windows. As you can see, we have some really big windows. I would have continued the pattern on the front of the second level to the third level, except that I ran out of parts, so the third level has these very big windows, which I think makes sense on the upper level, so you can kind of see out over the city. Not that it's a very tall building, but it does kind of give you more of a view with these larger windows, which I think looks good. We have recessed them in, so it's kind of like a larger version of the lower level. Then back inside, as you can see, we have this Lego building table on the other side, basically a desk with two of these little sorting drawers on there. And then we have this sim racing setup. Kind of gives you an idea of the priorities of whoever lives in this house, or whoever built this house, I guess, because there's this massive sim racing setup, and we have a bathroom that roughly is the same size. As you can see, we have a heavily bolstered seat. We have a nice screen on the front. We have a F1 style steering wheel, and we have a gear shift lever on the side, so basically you could run any kind of car in the video game. As you can see, we have a little sticker on there from a Speed Champion set, which I think looks really nice here. And let me know if you guys want a tutorial for some of the furniture in this house, like say at least the sim racing setup, because I think it looks pretty cool. But that finishes the third level, which brings us to the roof. On the roof, basically we have a hatch. It's a non-functional hatch, but technically it's just for looks, because I don't think anybody's ever going to use it, but it's there if you need it. We have a box of emergency supplies in case you have to like survive on the roof for whatever reason. And then we have a air conditioning unit, and we have a small little exhaust outlet for the range hood above the stove. So guys, that is it for today's video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Obviously we're doing something different than normal with this house. It was a very fun build. I enjoyed it quite a bit, and I think I used up all my tiles, like I said. If you guys have any more ideas or other things that you'd like to see me build, why not leave them in the comments below. So you guys can follow me on Instagram if you want to see like more updates and that kind of thing. And yeah, I guess that's it for today's video. So thank you guys for watching, and I will see you guys next time.